even when she feels overwhelmed by all the chores and things that she has, packing and unpacking barrels of pork all the time, and having to bake bread over and over because whatever hop rising or salt vinegar versions she's making, if one of them doesn't work, at one point she says, well, I've often thought, and I might as well say it now that it is grumbling day, woman is a bit of a slave in this country. So one of the other hardships that Anne talks about in her journals is the difficulty in securing servants. Never mind servants who are well trained and can know how to look after things, but just getting anyone who would come and help and stay for more than a few months, because people were not used to that kind of social strata in this country. And she's talking a lot about people who are, young, maybe 14, 15 years old, and who would come for maybe a few months at a time, and then just decide, oh, well, no, I'm needed at home, so I have to go, and you're on your own. And she also talks about the Dunsfords for a long time not using any servants at all, but then there were 5 daughters in the family, so they probably took up the slack. And she talks about the chores that she and her mother must carry out, like the slaughtering of a pig, or the upholstering of the furniture, and then trying to get someone to come and help in a grand scrubbing day, going down to help John keep his place in order, because he of course still had his little shanty, which was separate from the main house. But all of these chores, and being so despairing of the servants who decide to milk the cow at the front door, at the step of the front door. Now this is the Canadian idea of tidiness, milking your cow at the front door. Well, presumably so you didn't have very far to carry the milk. But and then her mother being so distraught because one of the servants has scattered the lime and water, or the soapy water, all over the flower beds, which didn't do that much good. But then she's also very generous about those who do help. Mary Scary, which is the strangest name I've ever heard, was one of their neighbors who used to come and help them out all the time, and she constantly gives thanks for Mary Scary in their time of need throughout the journal. So presumably she became a lifelong friend. And she takes an interest in the others as well. There was one called Sally Jordan, and there's a mention in the journals that she's a little worried about Sally Jordan, because she said, well, she's given all her old lovers the slip, and she's to be married to someone who's only just come out. And then she says that she thinks it's been arranged by her father and not Sally herself. And you can tell that Anne doesn't approve of that. That in a way she is a bit of a new woman on that score. She doesn't think that, she believes that Sally should have made her own choice and not, have to take someone that the father thinks is a good idea. And yet she helps out with the wedding preparations and talks about that in the journal too, and how everyone went to the church and the church was packed and so on. But back to the servants, she's constantly in despair. And one of the lines is, oh, the new girl will not do. She is utterly impossible and unacceptable in every way. But then we're fond of her, so we'll keep her.